Hello, Christoferl's youth group. This is BearKiller777, aka Mitch. And here's my little piece of advice for y'all, whatever. Okay, so what's important is to persevere whatever choice you make. Because I'm going to give you a little background on myself. I've been a believer, or Christian if you want to call it, for about roughly 8 years now, and it's been a rugged road since. We all know the way's not as narrow, and not many will enter it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a smooth pavement where, it's all honey and mildew and flowers. And you have people walking in with silver plate platters, giving you things. I mean, you may have things come up in your life where you want to give up, and I'll give you an example. And it's been this way with me too. It was just recently, actually, about 5 or 6 months ago. And like I said earlier, I've been a believer for 8 years, but all 8 years I haven't been as strong as I could have been when I first, I'm not sure if the right word's converted. Anyway, so there was a time between, I think it would have been last year and this year, I almost gave up completely. I graduated from high school 2006 June, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I couldn't see I didn't see any more of my high school friends after that. No contact with them. I registered for college. And it was about the roughest time of life I could imagine, because up until that point, I've been through kindergarten, elementary, school, public school, well, actually the first 9 years I was a private school, but that's a different story. So anyway, up until that point, I've had constant friends, friend after friend after friend. So, I came to a point of depression, and it was about, I think it was last summer. I was just depressed. I was so depressed. I wanted to, basically, I almost gave up God, basically. I almost did. I was that close. I mean, if you compare me now to then, I'm gonna have to say God really changed me. I mean, my testimony is another story that I could rampart on, but I don't know, I haven't been the same person. So, I mean, it's great to look forward to the future, what God has in store for, me, or what do you like, think of what He has in store for you. It's like so wonderful, his perfect will for us. It's unconceivable. I wouldn't be talking to you if, I mean, I'm not sure even where to start of how God changed my life, because He really has. I mean, if you look at me now compared to 8 years ago, and this goes back to what I said, I was brought up in a private school. Now that doesn't necessarily mean I was raised in a Christian family. It is true that you have to be quote-unquote born again. Now, I'm very careful with terminology like this, is because society has different terms for these things. Most people think that it's just going to church. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's a daily thing. You really have to read your Bible daily. You really have to pray daily. I mean, it's an ongoing thing. You can't just do it once a week. It's not good enough. I mean, it's technically never good enough, but anyway. Let's see how long this has been going. I know I have to talk, so this is gonna be 2 parts. Oh, okay. I can keep talking. Okay. Well, one thing that kind of brought me back is Psalm 23. You know, that really is, you know, my mind just went out the window. I'm a student. I had 3 classes today. So my mind went out the window. Yes, I know, I should know what that is. Yes, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And that really, really brought me back to God. I mean, it's so wonderful, this psalm. I just love it. I have it up on my wall. It reminds me of you know, the love that he has for us, and if you have times of trouble, you know, just pray to God about it. You know, don't dwell in the depression. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is, when you have times of depression, and you will, I mean, don't think this is a joke, and but when you do have times of depression, you know, pray about it, read your Bible, continue your faith. It's just because you're going through a bad time doesn't mean it's that God's not there, because he is there. And and when we walk through those valleys of the shadow of death, we can't, I mean, our human eyes, or not our human eyes, but I guess you could say our spiritual eyes, if that makes any sense. We need to see the light of God, so dwell in his presence in those times, and you'll go through them just fine. Because I don't even want to start on how much God changed my life. I mean, that would be like a 15-part movie series. I don't know, Chris and Deanna don't exactly have the time to watch an hour on me. Yeah, but that's my suggestion. Stick with it. Perseverance. Because it doesn't matter what happens, you know, 5 seconds from now. What happens 5 seconds from now? What happens 5 seconds from now? You can't control much what happens 5 seconds from now. You know what's God's will. It's important to know what's in the future for you. You know, so persevere, stick with it, read your Bible daily, pray daily. Listen to Chris and Deanna. I know you guys want to, and I used to be that way, very rebellious too, so I'm not exactly sure how to address that issue. I guess I can't. Anyway, so basically just stick with it, you know. Stick with it. And I'm being very repetitive, and the reason why is because I know when I was rebellious in your age, I was not listening to my fellow teachers or people I talked to. And I kind of regret doing that now, because there's a lot of things I'm relearning in college. I'm learning quite a bit of things that I wish I knew in the past, and I was like, I didn't know about that. So stick with it. You're going to be glad you did. Okay? So, have a good night. Hope you get something out of this video that was worthwhile. If you didn't, that's okay. But anyway, take care. Chris's group. Chris, Deanna, youth, boys, girls. And it's also important to have friends, because friends bring you through time of tribulation. So, get some friends, have fun, go to the movies. So, yeah, stick with the plan, persevere, perseverance, and God will win in the end. God bless. Happy Tuesday. Peace out.